Welcome back, Firebirds. We're here for Monday night, week 4 of the NECC Valorant series. Tonight we've got the Carthage Firebirds going up against the Augustana Vikings here. Tonight I'm joined for a little bit of a pregame interview before we get started by Chris Sandoval here. How you feeling tonight, Chris?
Feeling pretty good.
Good. You know, you're coming off 3 wins in a row where you haven't dropped a map yet. So, you know, how's it feel going into this matchup?
It feels really good. We feel really pretty confident, but we're trying not to get too cocky about it. Stay back, focus in.
Absolutely. Now, Augustana, I believe, might be the only other one. There might be one other, but I think the only other one in your conference right now that is undefeated as well. They have dropped 1 map so far, so, you know, you have that on them in terms of map differential. But, you know, is there any sort of change in strategy when you know you might be coming up against a team that maybe on a hot streak just like you guys, or is there any change in mentality? Or is it just the same thing all the way through?
Someone with the same level, we're gonna definitely play a little more cautious, feel what they're doing at first, and then quickly adapt to it. But,
I love the answer there. And you know, overall, things like to happen in threes. So we're just gonna take a third random question here. What's your favorite color?
Sage green.
Sage green, love it. You heard it here. Good luck in the match tonight. Thanks for coming on. And we'll be back in just about 5 minutes here with the start of the match. What's up, Firebirds? We're here to get started now. We had a bit of technical issues on our end due to some headsets malfunctioning. We are getting started now on Ascent for our first map. Starting lineup will be Slumdank on Brimstone, Coney on Jet, Bunny on Killjoy, Happy Samoyed on KO, and Kalioth rounding it up with Sova. We've got a double initiator composition. I'm Tanner. I'm joined by Toner, who's going to give us the starting lineup for the Vikings.
For sure, we're looking at an Omen, we're looking at a Reyna, a Jet, a Fade, and also a Killjoy for the Vikings.
So we're seeing the complete balance, but we're seeing double duelist on there. So they're really going to look for that space-taking ability and frag potential.
For sure.
By those two, I think those are the ones we're going to be looking to in terms of the top frags for the Vikings. Firebirds right now, 3-0 on the season. Vikings also 3-0 on the season. Only difference, Vikings have dropped one map so far. Firebirds have yet to drop a map. So it'll be a very competitive, fun, and entertaining night for us, I think. Interesting fact is that, the esports director at Augustana was actually the advisor to our esports director, Kevin Palmer, while he was at his undergrad at Lake Superior State University. So that's a little fun competition here. Coach Palmer, I'm sure, wants the W tonight based on that alone, just for the bragging rights. We'll see the Firebirds pushing up Catwalk. We'll see the Vikings pushing up Catwalk. Sorry, I saw red and just assumed fire. And Happy Samoyed will get a quick pick while getting the others to rotate. Very nice job by Happy Samoyed. A great shot through the smoke. Will get another pick. Firebirds are up 5-3 already in numbers. Happy Samoyed can't quite get another, and that's going to round it out to even numbers on both sides, as Kalioth was also taken out.
Yeah, the Vikings just like, we can do that as well too. Get a quick double kill. Very nicely done.
So the Firebirds now having to play a bit of retake here. Bunny will get picked off by Rika. Tony in a great position. Hit a shot there, just couldn't quite make a decision on who to go after, and will be taken out. So the Firebirds will go down 1-0 and not win round one there.
So well played at the start by the Firebirds, just pushing up a little bit on Catwalk, trying to stop him right then and there. But just, it was a great attacking push by the Vikings, so let's see what they can do to counteract that.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. We got the starting lineup now for the Vikings. It's not Light Skin on Fade, Rika playing Reyna, Slick Vic on Jet, and Monkey Man Sam on Killjoy with MS2 Dust, rounding it out on Omen.
And it looks like they're going to be buying a lot of Spectres. Monkey Man Sam will be opting to go the Stinger instead, getting a little bit more bang for his buck later on.
Yeah, it definitely appears that the Vikings really want to force round two and give them a 2-0 lead and then try to go for that bonus after. He'll start out though with a pick. He'll be traded away though, as the Vikings are doing a great job at taking space right now. Slumdank unable to do much with just a shorty, and Rico will take care of him. Bunny can't get the pick on MS2 Dust, and the Firebirds not looking good on round number 2 here. Yeah, Happy Samoyed tries to make something happen with Kalioth.
2v4 situation. The spike is planted for the Vikings. It looks like Kalioth will be pushing in on the left side.
Split push here. Both just waiting to... We're going to see a recon dart there by Kalioth just to try and get some information.
Gets destroyed pretty quickly.
Gets picked off by Rika, though. And ultimately, Happy Samoyed will as well. Firebirds now down 0-2. Should have enough money to buy rifles now. Going into round number 3 here. So we'll hope that they can keep most of their players alive on this rifle round here, and hope that the Vikings cannot get their bonus. So really there's a cycle of gunplay that you kind of want to do once you win round 1, and that's if you win round 1, then you want to go and you want to try to force, so you get the best weapons you can so that you can out-weapon your opponent here. And that is what we just saw happen, because the Firebirds didn't have great sidearms to work with as opposed to the SMGs that the Vikings were able to buy.
Yeah, and the Vikings just rushed right in there and just took point as quickly as they could.
Yeah, very well played by them. The thing to watch is now it's a bonus round, because now the econ goes in favor of the Firebirds, who are able to full buy and get rifles. So now you're just trying to see, hey, if we win it, we win it, but let's try and get as many of their rifles off the field as possible and hope to ruin their econ. And then the cycle kind of keeps repeating itself. Firebirds are down as Bunny has been picked off. Now they are playing for retake yet again. One. Can't get 2 though, as Rico will get Slumdank.
3v4 so far. It's not looking the best. They rushed that side just like the past 2 rounds. see if they can retake it.
Player
Oh,
standing.
Happy Samoyed not quite able to. Coney tries to get a pick there.
there's
Does
one.
get Rika. Tries to get anything else. Will get blinded by Omen. 1v3 scenario, very tough.
And it does not look.
And it seems like Coney will just try to save the rifle to make sure that
Mhm.
he at least has access to one going into round 4.
And
Right
what
now
a
the-
cool skin too. Oh. And it,
Does seem like they weren't able to get away from the spike as it exploded there. Firebirds down by 3 right now. Need to start making something happen. I don't know what they can really change up on defense yet. They've been going with their usual strategy of, you know, having about 3-2 split here. We've got a 2-2 KD for Coney, 2-3 for Happy Samoyed, 2-3 for Slumdank, and then 0-3 for Kalioth and Bunny.
yeah, so far the Firebirds just need to take that space because they've given a lot of it up, especially with just rushing right on in. But it looks like
Right.
this time they're going to be trying pushing towards A. Jet running up the catwalk real quick is going to find Happy Samoyed, but Happy Samoyed down to 5 health,
Yeah,
gets taken out.
kind
by
of gets
Slick
run
Vic.
right. Just a poor timing there on Coney now having to dash out of the way of a few people. Will be trying to get wall banged. Can't
Oh.
quite get the pick as Slick Vic will get Coney there. The Firebirds, their gunplay is just not quite looking on quite yet. Maybe they're still warming up here. You know, shaking off the vibe of the opponents right now, trying to figure it out. We will have Bunny and Slumdank waiting in mid through the smoke. They will start to push. As the bomb still has not been planted yet. So we are still waiting on the plant, but really the Vikings have all the time in the world in terms of these numbers.
For sure, 55 or 45 seconds left to go, and they're making their way onto A.
Kalioth waiting in hell right here, just kind of
Spike planted.
hoping that no one checks there until the rest of the team's ready to push.
Oh,
Slumdank
there's
will start
one.
with the pick, but can't get Rika, but Kalioth will also get Monkey Man Sam and a Vandal for his trouble. Or a Phantom, I mean. Ultimately, though, the Firebirds will not be able to take round number 4 there.
I'm just seeing great synergy so far. Like every single smoke, every single flash, every single dash has a purpose so far for the Vikings. It's all very is the word meticulous that I'm looking for?
That definitely works, I think.
Yes. It's just it's great to see. This is going to be a real big challenge for the Firebirds so far, but they all have Vandals right now, so let's see if this will finally turn the tides. Looks like they're doing relatively the same thing. But the Vikings will be pushing towards B side, so as long as they can shut them down right there.
Yeah, I think the main thing you really got to try with going against the Vikings right now is Rika has just been unstoppable. You know, Slick Vic has done a great job as Jet of taking that space in the point, but the picks have really all been coming from Rika. Rika's had a great level of gunplay, so if you can just get a pick on Rika, that's where it's going to matter. And it seems like Kalioth is about to run into Rika right here.
Oh, this could be interesting. Happy Smart backing off a little bit.
Oh my gosh, but a great pick there by Slumdank to get the headshot immediately.
And it looks like some of the Vikings are rotating over. It looks like Fade's going to go through attacker spawn and see what all the commotion's about.
Oh, and there we see each other, and not Lightskin will take out Kalioth there.
And Fade running as quickly as they can. Gets taken out by Happy Samoyed.
Very nice trade there by Happy Samoyed. Firebirds do have a numbers advantage. The push on to B side is starting now.
30 seconds left. 4v3. There's
Oh,
one.
we got a
30
pick.
seconds left. Spike down B.
2 more to beat. 3 Firebirds left. We will see an ultimate used to try and just clear the site as much as possible. Very nice wallbang by Bunny
There we
and a
go.
finish
All right.
as the Firebirds are on the board now.
Yeah, really well done. The timing, the execution, that's what the Firebirds needed right there. Really, really well done. That time it looked like the Vikings were a little bit unsure about them, so they had a few people flanking around, so they didn't do their normal strategy, just rushing right on in. So I wonder if they're going to try and change that back now, but it looks like Slick Vic has an op, a Jet with an op. That's going to be a lot of fun to deal with.
Together.
And Coney's going to be using their ultimate instead of buying a gun.
There it is. The ultimate has been activated here. Firebirds have smoked down mid. Jet kind of just waiting for whoever wants to peek out of B main.
Oh!
And it will be Slick Vic that gets the pick on Coney. Kalioth tries to get some peek info there around A main as the rest of the Vikings start to push up onto it.
fear.
There goes the Fade ultimate.
Ooh,
For the
Slumdeck
Vikings.
almost gets the pick on Slick Vic there. Firebirds are going to have a tough time with this push now that the Fade ultimate's there. They do have to give up some crucial space to the Vikings right now. And there will be a plant.
3v5 so far. Spike is down.
Last player standing.
Oh! MS2 Dust takes out Slumdeck and Happy Smoid Bunny, taking out Rika. Oh!
Ultimately, Bunny will be taken out, though, as the Firebirds go down 1-5.
Yeah, then again, that spacing just really well done. There's just like the first 4 rounds, just that timing, it's insane.
Yeah, the timing and pace being created by the Vikings right now really is throwing the Firebirds off. It's not allowing them to play their game very much right now. And it kind of just seems like they're coming from behind always. And so with that, I think that's what the Firebirds got to look to is how can they change the space or the timing up to kind of, you know, put it more in their favor. How can they start making the Vikings have to play their game?
And right now,
It starts with taking out Rika, I think.
so far the Firebirds are saving a little bit this round. They got some classics, some frenzies. So they're gonna try and get a thrifty this time around. Looks like Vikings will be pushing B.
Will be smoked off there. As the Jet with the op will still be watching midfield here. We're just kind of waiting for that first initial contact as the Firebirds have to play more rat-like tactics since they're so down right now in terms of rifles and econ.
It looks like the Vikings are gonna be rotating over to A side.
There they are.
Kalioth finds one.
Kalioth does find one, and the rest of the Firebirds will be quick to follow behind. Just waiting for that opping Jet to kind of become a problem for the Firebirds here.
Spike planted.
And there it is. 5v5. Happy Smoid on insanely low health.
Yeah, Firebirds have to pull off an amazing retake here as the, oh, just not quite able to get Reyna there. There is one player detained, at least, from the Killjoy ultimate. Kalioth will go down, though, and so will Bunny. As Slumdeck is also taken, and there's Happy Samoyed. Ultimately, the Firebirds are wiped there swiftly in round number 7.
That was great. They weren't even phased by our Killjoy ultimate. Yeah, they knew how to play their space. They got the angles locked down. The spike was just right in a perfect line of sight, and it looks like a timeout will be called in by Slumdank and the Firebirds.
Yeah, I think that's a great play right there to call the timeout. You know, even if you aren't 100% sure what's going wrong, though I'm sure they do. Slumdank and the rest of them are very smart at this game, and so is Coach Wes. It's just good to kind of halt that momentum.
Yeah.
Because right now, the Augies have just been absolutely going along and just rolling so far.
Yeah.
So if anything to just slow them down, maybe make them start to second guess it all,
Yeah.
I think a timeout is a good move here before things get too out of hand.
And this is a perfect time, too, because the next round they're going to be buying either Vandals or Phantoms. So, perfect time to do so. You know, now they can really focus in on what they need to do to get everything back in business. Get that momentum kicking.
Yeah, so we've got about 14 seconds left on the timeout. Only a minute-long timeout. Each team gets one in the NECC. I'm not sure if it's one per half or one per map. I believe it's just one per map.
I think it's one per map.
And so this will be the Firebirds' use of it for the entire map. They will get it back on the second map, but we're going to get started here with round number 8. As the Firebirds hope to start gaining some momentum after being down by 5 so far.
Alright, looks like the Firebirds playing a little bit differently, but pretty much the same. Happy Samoyed is just going to be mid instead of Slumdink, so Slumdink will take control of A. And all the Vikings are going to be pushing B so far, with Jet being the only one by Catwalk.
Careful.
Oh,
Slick Vic will get Slumdank there as they try to put smokes down. Happy Samoy trying to fire through the smokes.
it's
And
a
we will start
lot.
to see the pushing by the Vikings there as they start to get the numbers advantage. They will use the Killjoy ultimate to gain space. It will be countered with Kalioth's ultimate, therefore to take out the Killjoy ultimate. Destroys the lockdown there, making sure that they still have some space to them. But MS2 Dust will take out Bunny, and the Firebirds are now once again in a retake scenario as the back of site has been
Spike
taken.
planted.
Plank goes down, and Coney takes out.
One
takes out
enemy
a
remaining.
fade. Happy some. Oh wow!
Nice shots there by Coney and Happy Samoyed. And you know, that's what you love to see right after a timeout is, you know, sometimes it's really demoralizing and really crushes your momentum even further if you lose the round right after a timeout. So I think this round was really crucial going forward for the Firebirds.
For sure, and it got them an operator out of it, so that really well done. And a few ultimates were used by the Vikings, so it puts the Firebirds in a little bit better position. However, the Reyna and Jet still have theirs available.
Yes, Reyna and Jet luckily are less about controlling space and more just about fragging out. So we'll see how it works to their advantage as we go into round number 9 here. Firebirds only down by 4 now. They're starting to cut a dent into that lead of 5 rounds. They're taking it 1 round at a time right now, so we'll see if they can make some more progress right here. So we get started. Firebirds in a full buy scenario. I believe the Vikings are as well. Nice one-way created there by Slumdank for Coney to watch. And right now they're just trying to wait out the smoke, I think.
Yeah, Coney just waiting there, and this is really good time management.
We will
Alright,
start
here
to see the
comes the
push
first
here.
one.
Missed shot there by Coney. Very tough.
Face your fear.
Fate ultimate will also now be in effect. Coney will probably go down.
And they're all rushing in.
Bunch of utility being used against Coney. Rico will be the one to get the pick.
The operator is down, 4v5. Oh,
Happy Samoyed has been marked. Rico will get Bunny now as well. Slick Vic will get Slumdank as the Firebirds. You know, we're just seeing really impressive gunplay right now by the Vikings.
for sure. 2v5 so far. Let's see.
A great use of smokes by the Vikings as well. They're timing them perfectly to always have another one at the ready. Kalioth and Happy Samoyed, the initiators, are left in a tough spot here in a 2v5. They might just move to save their rifles instead, and I think that's what they will start to go for.
That'd be the best option for them right now, and just taking out any attackers wandering around. And there it goes. Round 9 goes to the Vikings.
The Vikings will go up 7-2 now as the Firebirds at least save the Econ from being in complete shambles by having a couple rifles to their name. They will have, I believe, all rifles now still, or 3 rifles at least. And a couple 4 rifles and a Spectre there for the Firebirds. As the Vikings, their economy is in great shape. They've got a few rounds to burn before they're back to even half buying if they start to lose. But they've got full buy and full rifles here. Rika 10-4 right now. That's the main one to look out for on the Vikings half right now, as Rika has just been unstoppable in these duels so far.
For sure, and even that, just the entire team had just been just great. Like, what great opponents to be fighting against. The way they use their pacing and timing, it's what dominates the game.
We're just kind of in that low spot right now where we're waiting. Util has been shown. We're seeing some, high-level Valorant where they're not just rushing through the smokes. They're using the smokes to really eliminate that clock, use that timer, and just waiting for that push. Coney waiting for the first peek.
Looks like here it's gonna come. Rika might flashes.
Blocking sight.
We will see the smoke, then followed by the molly, to slow down the Vikings once again as the timer goes down to 40 seconds.
Oh, but Jet doesn't care. Goes in. Slumdank takes out Slick Vic, and Monkey Man Sand takes out Slumdank.
Coney will also fall to fade here.
Spike planted.
Bunny can't get Rika. Rika will keep on going
Oh, there's
along.
one.
Last player standing.
1v2 scenario now. One's in heaven.
Get spotted out. Oh,
Kaliel can't quite get Monkey Man Sam though, as the Firebirds will be down now by 6. An incredible deficit to overcome. 2 more rounds left on their defensive half, and maybe they'll have more success on the offensive half.
let's hope so. And no, they do have a little trick up their sleeve though. The little 9-3 curse.
There is a possibility of it. I think the other secret up our sleeve is good old lineup Larry and Slumdank once we get on attack.
Don't overthink
Oh,
it.
I do hope so.
Placing swarm grenade.
Firebirds not even holding Catwalk right now. They've got Happy Smoid watching for that. Knife destroyed. Very well done. No idea where that Haunt's coming from, but a great headshot by Happy Samoyed, who's going to flash and then run away. It seems like Market may have been given up, but they will close it to not allow them to rotate in from Market.
Oh, and with that sound, the door is broken.
Kaliel is able to get
Here we
Rika,
are.
though.
Spike down.
Bunny will be
B.
taken down.
One enemy remaining.
Firebirds get another trade. It's a
Player standing.
1v1 scenario. Coney versus Fade right now. Luckily that Fade
Wow.
That's just unlucky there.
Oh,
But
no.
Coney can't quite pull it off there. As Fade will get a 4-piece on that round.
Round in the half.
Firebirds now
Wow.
down by 7 here.
You know, I thought Coney had it right there. The orb didn't see him.
Yeah,
That is just
It was
unfortunate.
just unlucky gunplay there. Firebirds, I think that's the main thing that's really killing them right now. Like, there is some great time and rotations and smoke usage by the Vikings, but overall, the Firebirds are just losing their gunfights right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I think we got to look for in map number 2, how they handle that situation as we head into the last round of the half. Firebirds on a full buy.
Face your
We will see the Fade ultimate.
Oh! Get Slumdunk. A good thing to note though, last round it was a save round, so they could have gotten a thrifty. The odds were against them, and they did really well.
Firebirds able to halt the spike being planted just a little bit. Coney will actually take out Rika. Bunny cannot get MS2D though.
2v3. Oh! And
player standing.
the grenade kill takes out MS2 Dust.
One enemy remaining.
That's
To
one.
beat.
Found them.
There
we
and the
go.
clutch by Kaliel. The 9-3 curse has been initiated. So the Firebirds clearly got this one on lock now as we switch to the attacking half there. Our apologies for going quiet. We were on the edge of our seat there, just kind of like in anticipation along with all of you. We really just wanted that headshot to happen, and Kaliel landed it. Very nice job by him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hopefully this time around that, our little lineup Larry can do
A little
bit of
lineup
something.
Larry might be able to make something happen here on Brimstone.
It looks like a lot of the Firebirds will be going Ghost. And as long the Vikings will be going a Frenzy, Classic, Ghost, Frenzy, and Classic.
Hey,
Little rhyme to that.
good work.
Oh yeah,
and learn.
good work going. I like
Firebirds
the
will
little
be
voice
starting
line.
on the A push, it seems.
Slumdank.
Nice job of waiting out the Fade utility, making
Oh.
sure they can't be seen. Slumdank's gonna drag Fade on out a little further.
Oh.
Immediately, Coney will take them out on their peak. Nice
All
shots
right.
there by Coney. Smokes are down, and the Firebirds are initiating the push now.
They're gonna be rushing in as quickly as they can.
Coney waiting for anyone to peek up top. There's Jet. Dashes away. A Slick Vic will dash away. Firebirds now in a great spot. Have all 5 members of their team and control of the point. It's going to be a tough retake now, regardless of who you are, for the Vikings. Oh my gosh, and
one.
Coney gets a pick by sticking to his guns through the smoke. Firebirds now in a tough spot. Bunny gets the swarm grenade going. Slumdank also just kind of waiting. Nice pick there by Bunny.
Last player standing.
And I think the Firebirds will not have
Oh no,
it.
they got it.
You think? Yeah, they do. All right, nicely done by the Firebirds. They stall just long enough, and Monkey Man Sam will get out of there as the lone survivor, but the Firebirds will get their roll started with a round win on the first of the attacking side. Words are difficult as we continue here into round number... Do your math, Tanner. 14. Boom,
14.
nailed it. Got it. First try. Didn't even say a wrong number.
Always a good thing.
As the Firebirds, still none of them in a positive KD, but they are starting to work toward it. Fade starting to really pop off for the Vikings here. Going 14-6 so far.
And looks like the Firebirds are going to be trying pushing B this time around, but 3 Vikings are there. It is heavily guarded by the Killjoy.
Shutting them down.
Knife is out.
They will get the picks. I'm gonna have to picks the suppressions. As Slumdank and Bunny will both get picks. Firebirds easily take control of site here, and they're in a 5v2 scenario. Very nice job by them. They take great control, and they've even got the smokes down for the post plant.
Spike is down. They're going to get about... I got to see what actual time it is. I think it's about a minute, 50 seconds, something around 50 seconds, something like that.
Yes, I think so. Firebirds. Hey, who were we talking about coming in for the Firebirds on the attacking
One
half?
enemy remaining.
Line up Larry, and he's
Line up
waiting.
Larry.
He's waiting over there in no man's land.
Oh, wow.
Ready for the shot, but it doesn't matter
Doesn't
because
need
Bunny
to.
almost has an ace that round with 4 of the 5 Vikings being taken out by her.
Very well done. And as we head into the 15 round, we are going 5 and 9. KD's pretty much evenly spread. I think everyone got everyone's pulling their weight pretty much. Is that we see a lot of assists on the board, a lot of good kills. So hopefully this is the momentum that they need. But this is the round that's going to be most stressful for them, as we see that the Vikings have 4 Vandals and a Bulldog.
Yeah, this is definitely the one where you're just trying to force it. Make sure that, you can keep the econ at least a little more balanced.
Looks like it's going to be almost the same thing, but Jet will be in market. And
We're already seeing the immediate rotation by the Vikings right now.
Oh, but it looks like the Firebirds are going to be backing off.
They will start the rotation. They will run into Fade, it seems like, but with 5 guns pointed at her, I don't think there's much Fade is going to be able to do as the Firebirds begin the rotation.
And it looks like Fade hears them.
Oh,
On
check
your
the
left,
angle,
on your
check the
left.
angle, check the angle.
There we go.
They will trade away. 4v4 now.
Oh!
Coney and Kaylee each get a pick of their own.
Coney a little bit low on Jet.
Can't use that yet. Found them.
Bird is out, and Spike is planted.
Firebirds now in a post-plant scenario as they've got Jet coming up behind them.
Line up,
Slumneck
Larry.
already waiting for that lineup. Yep, there it is.
Oh.
He doesn't miss those. He just doesn't miss those. Slick Vic will take out Coney, though.
3v3 all tied up, but Slick Vic is going to be rotating around, going to Catwalk and pushing from there instead. Very smart plays.
Swarm grenade out.
There goes a swarm grenade. Slumdank, I heard that.
You heard the molly go off?
I heard the molly. Oh, but did it hit? Oh, it did
Oh, it
hit.
did. With just enough time.
Last player.
Wow, very nice done by Slumdank. Clutching up for the Firebirds.
That was a great round. They had to win that. That's just going to bring their eco up. Wow.
Very nicely done. They're now only down by 3 as they inch closer and closer to tying up this game here. Coney, 10 and 12, still no positive KD there for the Firebirds, but they are still marching along. But they are starting to slow down the Vikings here, as the Vikings will be forced to save this round, and the Firebirds will have a full buy scenario on their hands.
Vikings opting to go to 4 Stingers and 1 Sheriff. This is going to be really interesting, so accuracy is key. Accuracy and speed.
Firebirds are going to be going for an A push
Placing alarm bot.
as Bunny gets set up with the flank. Coney will take an ultimate orb.
One more way.
You should run.
And there's the Killjoy ultimate there, which I think the Firebirds are just going to try and take care of quickly. Happy Samoyed will take care of Slick Vic.
Ooh.
Fade will take out Happy Samoyed in return.
Takes out the Vandal, or gets the Vandal.
Nice pick there from Coney.
Very nice. 3v2 so far for the Firebirds. Uh-oh.
Coney able to dodge out of there just in time.
And
One enemy remaining.
Spike is planted. 3v1.
Firebirds just waiting down that angle. They've done a much better job with their entry than they did on defense, I think. And I think that's really showing here is that the Firebirds are, frankly, both teams are more attack sider favored. So we'll just see who can come out on top for it. The Firebirds should be able to manage this timer well enough to win this round, but we'll see. We can see the opposing Killjoy have a nice little clutch on their hands, but they will start to back away and save their rifle that they picked up off of a body.
Looks like Killjoy will be hanging around Catwalk. But the Firebirds are not interested in trying to take them out. Neither is Monkey Man Sam.
Firebirds now within 2 of the tie game here, and Coney within 1 of getting at least an even KD. Firebirds all have rifles. We're seeing a mixture for the Vikings as we head into round number 17 here.
It looks like Jet will be picking up an operator. Very nicely done. Firebirds will be pushing B this time around. Killjoy's the only one hanging around there, but 2 are in market.
Firebirds will be smoked off from entering market. Drone will take some space. The Firebirds are now starting to be encroached upon by Fade on the flank there.
Firebirds slowly pushing away.
Firebirds just holding down all the angles. They're playing slow. They understand that they still have a full minute to get that bomb down. And they might actually start the rotation here.
Okay, starting to push towards
And
mid. No one to contest them in market.
first look through mid. They've got no one so far.
45 seconds, but it looks like the Vikings have figured it out, and they have 3 on A side to greet the Firebirds.
It's going to be very interesting to see what the Firebirds actually decide to do here, and if it is to go all the way to A site. They will use their Fade. The Fade ultimate will be used against them to slow that push. Very good ultimate there, but ultimately, haha, no pun intended, Firebirds will get the numbers advantage and should have the spike planted. Very great job by them, as they now just have to fend off 2 more Vikings, and they've got complete control of site.
And Monkey Man Sam, and looks like MS2 Dust will be pushing up from up top.
There's the lineup. There's the lineup.
Larry!
As Slumdank is just ready for that timer to start.
One enemy remaining.
Kalioth will wait in hell and gets a nice pick because of it. And Kalioth ultimately will clutch up for the Firebirds, finish off the round before the molly is even needed. Nice job as the Firebirds are now within 1. This is where Monkey Man Sam is going to call a timeout for the defenders here for the Vikings. I think it's a very smart play by the Vikings to take a timeout right now. You know, I would have taken it about 2 rounds ago.
I would too as well.
The Firebirds, they're really hot on momentum right now. Monkey Man Sam and his Vikings are going to try and figure out what's going on here. The question is just raised of, is it too late? Are the Firebirds on such a momentum high right now where they're winning aim duel after aim duel?
Yep.
To the point where Rika really hasn't been a problem for them in a while.
Well, it's never too late. That's the best part about video games.
100% true.
Is that anything can change the tides. What's a little bit more important to note, though, on almost any map on attacker side, there, when you have Slumdank as our little Larry, and also Bunny with their Killjoy util, is
Yes.
that it's really good just to lock down the spike, just to make sure no one can defuse it. That's the word I'm looking for. So it's going to be a lot tougher for the Vikings now, but they did get a lot of rounds out. But, I mean, with the momentum that the Firebirds have, it's going to be extremely difficult.
Yeah, we will see the Firebirds start with their push on B. We'll see if they rotate like they did last time or stick to it this time. Firebirds, Happy Samoyed. That's an even KD for the first time this game. All the other Vikings have at least a neutral or a positive KD. We'll see Happy Samoyed use the ultimate to try and just get on into sight. We'll see the pop flash. Happy Samoyed is taken out but traded away. He can still be rezzed, and he will be immediately by Coney, as the Firebirds still have access to all 5 of their players. Minus
4v3.
Plumdang. It's going to be tough without the lineups. Firebirds still in a great spot to lock down this round.
Yeah, for sure. They do have Bunny left alive to use their util to lock down the spike.
Good movement I'm seeing by the Firebirds right now to just make sure they're not all sitting in the same spot or staying in the same spot. Bunny's in a great position.
One enemy remaining.
And ultimately the Firebirds will finish off the round and tie it up when it was not looking too good about 6 rounds ago.
Yeah, just like what we stated, is that the Firebirds are really good with retake and making sure that defending from retake as well. So that is the main thing. I think they just like the pressure.
Yeah, I think the Firebirds are very much a team that like to just kind of move. And so that's why defense is not always the most favorable thing for them, because you have to kind of wait for util, and it's more of a waiting game.
Especially
Who's
on
gonna
this
strike
map,
first. Absolutely. I think one thing, if you're the Vikings going forward, is you just got to make better use of your utility here.
Yeah, it's just flushing them out, or keep it's almost like we're seeing the exact same thing that the Firebirds are doing, like what the Vikings have done. Just a few subtle changes, especially when it comes to having a I can't remember it. Brimstone on your team. Yeah, having that extra smoke besides that omen is going to be really, really useful.
Wow, Firebirds going for the quick rotate now. Are they going to double back? That'll be the interesting question.
So the Vikings haven't caught on just yet. 2 are on B, 1 in market, and 1 just sitting around. Slowly creeping up.
Lastly, the entry. Luckily, there's a lot of fade utility already wasted there. Very good job by the Firebirds of drawing out that utility and making sure that they didn't really use much of their own yet. Nice pick there by Coney, who can't quite survive the swarm grenade there from Monkey Man Sam.
30 seconds left.
Firebirds still sticking to B site though. It's a 4v4 scenario. They will be blinded.
20 seconds left.
We will see an ultimate being used to clear out the back of sight. Bunny will be taken out.
Last player
Happy
standing.
Samoyed left to 2 HP.
Down B.
Gets one of them. And we'll have to give up this round.
Yeah, it looks like that timeout
We'll get a couple
really
picks
helped.
for his troubles though.
Yeah, that timeout helped immensely for the Vikings. Like, they didn't give almost anything up right from the start. Firebirds couldn't play off of the things. They were just stuck in that one little area. So, really, really well done. And it looks like they have 3 ultimates at the ready with the Omen, the Jet, and the Killjoy. And so for the Firebirds, we have 2.
Need a drop.
We get started here in round number 20 here. Firebirds once again coming from behind, trying to tie it up. A much smaller deficit this time than they've been up against lately, as they will go for a split push from Catwalk, but Rika and Fade will do a great job there.
Firebirds trying to rotate very quickly. There goes the Wolf. Oh
Can't quite
no.
get the pick though, as Rika stepping up again. And so is MS2 Dust, as the Firebirds are now down by 2. as the Vikings inch closer and closer to match point.
This is interesting. However, the Firebirds do have enough money for another full buy. Going all Vandals. So yeah, so far it's just trying to, they're just getting their pacing back. The Vikings have done a great job defense the past 2 rounds. Love to see it. It's coming down to the wire. We're going 9 and 11 so far in round 21. The Firebirds will be opting to go B. Drone goes out. And the Vikings jet will be going through market to go help out their killjoy.
Firebirds do get the suppression. They don't actually hit anyone with the knife, but they take space. Slick Vic waiting outside the smoke. Does a great job of getting the pick on Coney. Firebirds are trying to generate some space, though, with the ultimate there. They'll get a pick on Slick Vic.
One player is detained. It is the
Last player
Reyna.
standing.
But it doesn't look like it matters.
Happy Samoyed is in a tough spot here. Every angle to watch from.
Oh dear.
Just doesn't really work out. Firebirds now on their last life for map number 1 here. They've got to win 3
Match
straight
point.
to send it to overtime.
That is a tough beat. But we did see the Firebirds come back from a very...
And here we go, finding out that it is a timeout once per half. This time it is called by the coach.
Oh.
So we will see. We'll see what Coach West has to say. Maybe if it's even just calming nerves, even if it's just kind of, you know, recentering them, getting them set for these next 3 rounds, reminding them that they can do it. Or maybe Coach West in the past 3 rounds has seen what they've changed up and how we can adjust to it. So ultimately, we're going to see what happens here. I believe in the Firebirds here. Wouldn't be surprised, though, if the momentum has just already shifted too far in the favor of the Vikings and they take map 1 here.
Yeah, but like we said before, it can go any which way. It's not over till it's over. We've seen that momentum switch go towards the Vikings. Well, first going to the Firebirds and then going back to the Vikings. So I see no reason why it can't happen again. I'm hoping that the Firebirds will just rush right on through, take all that time away, and just lock down the point from there.
Absolutely. We will see Coney with an operator. Fires it once for good luck. Make sure it works.
You don't want it to jam.
You don't want it to jam in the video game.
All right, 3 seconds as we head into match point. Round 22.
Get out of my way.
Bunch of util being used on A site. Maybe that is to distract them, and it looks like it is. Firebirds are going to be rotating as quickly as they can. They're going over to Catwalk, and some opting to... Oh,
Rika
dear.
will take out Coney, though.
I think
That's a great pick for the Vikings right there. As Rika stepping up once again. Lost themselves for a couple rounds. Ultimately did find themselves again by round... We will see Kalioth using the ultimate, trying to generate some space here for the Firebirds. As they will start to push in now with the flash. They will get a
There we
pick
go.
on Fade. Slumneck will get Omen.
there we are.
And the Firebirds will be able to get the plant here. It's going to be very tough for them as Bunny loses the 1v1 to Slick Vic. And the Firebirds are just in a tough spot overall.
And it looks like Slumdank is out of position to do another lineup Larry.
We will see the ultimate used in Garden. Try and
One
lock anyone
enemy
out of that.
remains.
Slick Vic will get Happy Samoyed. As Slumneck is in a tough spot, will get 1.
Oh, are we going to see
Has
an
1
ace?
to beat. Has 1 to beat here. Nice job! Ace by Slumdank to keep the Firebirds alive here. I didn't even realize we were on ace potential there. Very nice job by the captain stepping up there. You see some nuzzles from Coney.
We don't expect anything less. You know, you just love to see it.
Very nice job by Slumdank there, clutching up, making sure the Firebirds are still alive. They've got a full buy-in effect. We'll hope they can make something of it. You know, Lightning probably can't strike twice with that ace. So the Firebirds are gonna have to come together a little more.
You
as a
never
team
know.
this
You
round.
never know.
Here.
We will see Happy Samoyed using the ultimate.
And there we are. They're rushing very quickly. We predicted this was gonna happen. Happy Samoa gets taken out by Sickness, but can be rezzed.
Bunny will
dear.
get Bunny will get Monkey Man Sam though with the utility. So ultimately Firebirds in a 3v3 scenario.
Now 2v3.
They should be able to get bomb down. Oh, very tough now. They're going against Fatal.
No. They are now on DK.
Tough spot here for the Firebirds to be in.
Wow.
It's gonna be a clutch performance.
That's one.
Happy Samoyed will start it off.
That's
One left to
two.
beat. That's three. Do it to send the Firebirds one more round closer to overtime. Clutch after clutch by these Firebirds right now as Happy Samoyed even saved the operator.
I gotta say, I am not liking what this is doing to my anxiety. I'm just shaking right now.
Very
Wow.
tough here. Firebirds just need one more to send it to OT.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit tough. They do have somewhat of an advantage and a disadvantage at the same time. Looks like it'll be a full buy from the Vikings, and Bunny will have to be going the Spectre instead. But Coney does have the operator in hand. Shields look pretty much the same. All but one is going for full shields.
And no ultimates at the ready for either team, so it'll be strictly based on the util you can buy. No big plays from ultimates coming. Slumdeck, I'm sure, hoping to get a lineup set up on A site while Kalioth watches B long.
I'm liking the momentum shift right now where it's going from a really fast play to a really methodical play, but it looks like the Vikings are going to be rotating over, making a net around the Firebirds. Oh dear. Fade takes out Bunny.
4v5 scenario for the Firebirds here. It's all coming down to this. But Coney will even it up there with the operator onto Slick Vic. And the rotation has begun by the Firebirds. They got to be able to check their angles. There's Killjoy right there on the right. You got to
Careful,
look, you
Kalioth.
got to look, you got to look.
Come on, come on. There we go!
There by Kalioth there.
4v3 so far for the Firebirds and 30 seconds remain.
Firebirds rotating once again after Omen is teleported using an ultimate.
Revealing area.
They will get two more. Now it's just 1v2 scenario in favor of the Firebirds. Kalioth and Coney here as Omen starts to travel back to the point. Firebirds, they need this right now.
Oh,
Coney
dear.
can't quite land the shot. Buys time.
Last player standing.
Omen does get one. The Firebirds force overtime there as Coney will get the trade.
Wow.
Switching sides.
Clutch after clutch
Overtime.
after clutch for the Firebirds here to send it to overtime. They'll be back on defense, which they did not have the most success on. Now it's a game of whoever wins by 2. 5,000 credits every round. Economy completely balanced, purely based on who's going to be more skillful for 2 rounds straight.
Sentry.
For sure, this is
Alarm
the
bot
most
out.
stressful part of any
Grenade.
ranked game ever that I've ever had on Valorant. So let's see if Firebirds can prevail. And this time there will be. Oh, I got something right there.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I got you. Firebirds are in a complete spread here. We have Sova and Brimstone on A site, but it does seem like the Vikings will be pushing for B site slowly but surely. Coney has the operator and the dash at the ready. Just waiting to see if anyone will peek.
Let's see.
Oh, here we might see that initial bit of contact.
Oh,
Can't quite get the shot off though. Firebirds. Coney will be
Okay.
taken out. Slowed down. Rico will be taken out by
Very
Bunny's
nice.
utility. Very nice pick there. Bunny can't get another one though as the Firebirds are now trying to head in for the retake in a 3v4 scenario.
Dart.
Very tough for them. The spike is down. Everyone's at the back of sight.
Slowly pushing up.
There's the knife.
Knife.
Now everyone's aware. They're toward the back of sight. Slumdank will get one.
There we
Happy
are.
Samoy will get another.
One enemy remaining.
Come on.
Aware of Killjoy in the back
One
now.
more.
There's
There
the
goes
flash. They should be flashed.
Player standing.
No.
Clutch.
Monkey Man Stab
no.
with a great clutch there on Happy Samoyed and Kalioth to send us to the second half of overtime.
Switching sides.
Match point once again
point.
for the Vikings. Firebirds have been used to this though, and they've clutched up on match point before. They will be attacking again. We'll see if the Vikings can close it out though.
What a great clutch right there. Yeah, I thought it was for us. I was like, it was just like what you said. Oh, it's red. Means Firebird.
Firebirds
Alright.
will be going for a push onto A side, it looks like. Coney electing for the Vandal instead of the Operator this time. Oh my gosh, stressful times here if you're a Firebirds fan. Great gameplay if you're just a fan of Valorant overall. You love seeing overtime.
Oh, I'm not liking this.
Firebirds, slow methodical push here onto A site. They've yet to been util used. Smokes are thrown down now. Counter smokes have also been thrown.
Looks like that rotation by the Vikings is in effect.
Firebirds down to the wire here as they're going to try and start getting picks. Omen comes up.
Oh!
Slumdank, and Slumdank gets one.
Whoa, and there's two!
Slumdank absolutely playing Overwatch right now with the amount of util being dumped on him. Firebirds do get two out of the skirmish though. They get a... Rico will get Kalioth. Spike will get planted.
Oh dear, all
Killjoy will
tied
get
up.
Happy Samoyed. And KJ will get another one there.
There's
But
one.
Bunny gets another.
Player standing.
1v2 scenario. Clutch opportunity for Bunny here. It's going to be tough.
Most definitely. I think they might have util down.
They do have util down. They
Oh.
cannot get it. Hard fought effort. Firebirds will fall in map number 1 after a great
Defenders win.
comeback attempt there. Great job overall. Wow. What a map. That's just
was
one.
the most exciting, like, first map so far this year.
Yeah.
That was really good. Unfortunately that the Firebirds did lose, but there's a lot to learn right there. There's a lot of good things with momentum, spacing, everything that we've been talking about, and then some. That was just really well done, and I think it's a perfect time now for the Firebirds just to take everything that they learned, everything that they found out about the Vikings, and now turn the tide.
Absolutely. We'll get started here in just about 5 minutes or so on Bind for map number 2. We'll see you then.
Welcome back, Firebirds, as we head into map 2 of this series. Wow, what a great first map. I know it didn't go in our favor.
Heartbreaking, but an amazing first map.
So exciting. I just couldn't be any better. I love it. And now it looks like we are on...
Ascent.
Wait,
Not Ascent.
Bind.
We were just on Ascent. I said it with such confidence, too. You even started to believe me.
I did. I was like, wait.
There.
Am I
No, we
wrong?
were just on Ascent, which was the Vikings' actual choice of map. So now this is our choice. We lost on it on overtime a couple times. We won on it last week and I believe the week before. Firebirds are hoping to continue that streak right here. They're starting on defense.
And so far, it looks like we're having a Viper, a Fade, a Chamber, a Raze, and a Brimstone. For the Vikings, we have a Brimstone, a Sky, Chamber, Rise, and a Killjoy.
Yeah,
Easy 5 so far.
Vikings did a great job of getting on site there, using their util to just execute an attack plan there.
There. Out of charges.
And already we're in a retake situation. Careful, Coney. There's a... Oh dear.
Not quite able to do anything there. Every angle was being watched. Cryotic now being subbed in for a Viper main. And ultimately, the attackers will win round number 1. I'm starting to get a little bit of deja vu real quick.
I know.
We're hoping that's not the case, though, as the Firebirds are now down 0-1.
It looks like the Vikings will be spending a lot of their monies. They're getting Spectres, and it looks like we have one... I forget the name. Stinger. That's it.
Stinger, there you go.
This one always gets me, but it's one of my favorite guns in the game.
I do think it is quite the underrated gun due to its fire rate
And it
and
just
damage output.
and it recently just got a buff as well. Alright, and it looks like all the Vikings are going to be pushing towards B, Slumdank being the only one there. So hopefully they don't rush it again.
Kalioth is now there. He'll play inside of Tube. Firebirds here. We're able to make a swift rotation. Coney and Happy Samoyed will both be taken out though, and as so will Slumdank.
Oh dear!
Very nice
There's
patience
double.
there by Kalioth though. Not enough though, as the Firebirds will fall down 0-2.
Yeah, it is kind of looking like that deja vu. Hoping not. Hopefully that we can get our momentum right now. This is the round to do it, as we're buying a bunch of Vandals and looks like one Spectre. Whereas the Vikings will be just continuing what they had last round.
What do you think Firebirds got to change up right now? What do you think's been happening?
I
They
think
just aren't prepped for that rush tactic so far, or?
I believe so, but I think right now they realize that they do have Happy Samoyed helping out Slumdank on B side, so a little bit more separated, because right then and there we saw a 1 going B, 4 on A. So hopefully this will change things a little bit, but they've been pushing B side every single time so far. Happy Samoyed gets taken out very quickly by Slickvic. Oh! Slumdank double kill!
2, not 3 though, as the Firebirds are now in a 3v3 scenario. Spike will be planted there. Kalioth tries to get a wallbang there as Cryotic is taken out.
Coney has a lot of damage done at half health right now. He's pushing into the backside.
Firebirds now in a retake scenario. They
That's
get
one.
Here.
Last player
Can't
standing.
quite get
dear.
2 there. Kalioth can't finish it off either, as Slick Vic will get a 4-piece there, switching from Jet to Chamber this game.
And it looks like the same thing happened with us as well, so we also have a Chamber on our team instead of a Jet.
Yeah, it's very interesting though. It seems like Coney, I could have sworn was more of a Chamber than our Happy Samoyed, but it's interesting to see that we have Happy
Oh.
Samoyed on Chamber this time and having
Yeah,
Coney on Raze.
I think last week as well we saw Coney play Raze. So that's interesting that they did like that, but let's see if it works out. And this time, it looks like the Vikings will be pushing A, 2 going for showers.
I think the Firebirds do have a better chance of holding A overall. One, because they have a numbers advantage, but I think we've just seen more success this season from them on defending A site.
Yeah, let's hope that'll happen here. It'd be a really good thrifty and great for the eco.
Happy Samoyed able to get out of there in time.
Carthage takes out one. Quickly gets taken about the killjoy.
Spike planted.
Nice pick there by Happy Samoyed. Firebirds just trying to make something happen here.
Bomb buddy out.
Here goes the little buddy.
That's going to be tough.
Oh!
Coney tries to keep him out of there. Not quite able to do
Last
so,
player
though.
standing.
Now it's up to Kalioth, who's going to get one. Gets a rifle. Now playing that waiting game.
Very smart. By the
Might just
Vikings.
try and get out of there with the rifle.
Yeah, but hopefully taking out one. There it is.
Yeah, and both teams will get out of there with the rifle. Kalioth, nice job on the econ at least. But the Firebirds down 0-4 very quickly right here.
Yeah, but it was really good for a save round. They got a lot of rifles out, and it's just gonna hurt the Vikings eco just a little bit. But they not by too much. They do have a lot of money to spend. But the Firebirds can full buy right here. They have 4 Vandals, 1 Phantom, and all full shields.
Yeah, Slick Vic is going to opt for the ultimate there on Chamber there. So it's an instant operator with 5 shots.
Oh, I
That
never
is
noticed
an interesting lineup there.
I
You
never
want to
noticed
play?
their lamps
Let's
up there.
play.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's why the room's called Lamps.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
We can learn
Yeah,
something
they
new
call out
every
as
day.
Lamps.
I've got your trail.
Alright, this is gonna be scary. The Sky Ultimate goes out in a very quick push onto B side for the Vikings. Slumdog
Slumdog will take out Raze though, which is going to waste that ultimate. We will see a Fade ultimate now being used. Firebirds do a much better job of maintaining the space though. Can't get the pick though on Sam there. Kalioth can't quite hit the shot. Happy Samoyed will get it, and that's going to put the spike down. As the last two are on Chambers on low health there, will get healed by Sky.
But it looks like Kalia found them with the wolves. Oh, Happy Samoyed rotating around. Might be doing a big flank.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting because he knows that we might have access to the spike, but also if they grab it and they immediately try to rotate, he's got that locked down as well.
Yeah, very, 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 very smart.
30 seconds left.
But the Chamber Ultimate is out. They do have an op.
One enemy
Ooh,
remaining.
very
Pick
nice.
there by Crowd.
Oh!
Finish by Kalioth for the Firebirds to get on the board there.
That's what we needed. However, their econ is still really well. I wouldn't be surprised if they can full buy, or at least most of them. Yeah, it looks like they can. Almost all of them can. One going the Bulldog instead. Slumdank is the only one that can't get a rifle, but gets assisted.
Yeah, get some help from a benefactor on their team.
All right, as we head into round 6, it looks like this time Vikings are split up a little bit more now, joining it together.
Does seem like they'll be pushing up A short with Chamber watching showers.
Gets a little recon done. There goes the flash.
Happy Samoyed though shot down through the smokes. Down goes Kalioth. Firebirds on a 3v5.
Oh!
Radical get one.
Spike planted.
Wow, that is a really nice
It's a
placement.
really good orb.
Poison's off.
Forgot the Cryotic, was taken under the wing of Slumdank in terms of the lineup larryness.
And a funny, very nice. And a funny fact, both of them are roommates together.
Oh, so they just sit there all day and look at lineups. I see.
Oh yeah, they never want to play with me.
Player
Oh
standing.
no, Slick Vic taking out Slumdank and Coney.
And Cryotic in the end by Rika. Tough for the Firebirds there. You needed that one to just kind of get that momentum going again. They're once again down by 4.
And
We're
here
already
goes
seeing the-
timeout.
We're seeing the timeout called 1 round earlier this time. You know, maybe
is
that one
smart.
round is the key difference from last map. Maybe that's the change up that they're trying to make.
For sure. I think just attack side is just a little bit easier for both teams right now.
I think so. I think both teams just play much better on attack. It's going to be interesting to see what they can make of this.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a little bit scared because I think the biggest thing is just being I think we said this a couple weeks before. It's just taking up a little bit more space on this map. Is right now they've been pushing B an awful lot, and there's only 2 of them on there. It's not a very quick rotation over. But at the same time, A side is just that the last one they just lost as well. So it's kind of a really sticky situation. I would say the biggest thing is to have someone flanking around. I always think that is one of the scariest things on this side is trying to take over the opponent's their range, their reach. Maybe that could be something that they can try.
Yeah, definitely. I think one thing to look out for, like you said, was just taking more space. Like maybe having someone watch B long there, and just see if they can get a pick. Just kind of not give up that entire area right away.
Oh, but it looks like they are gonna kind of listen to it. Where Slumdank's stealing my favorite strat, shotguns.
Slumdink does have the judge going for a bit more of a rat play. Happy Samoyed this time around is using the chamber ultimate. So he does have access to an operator.
There goes the rotation.
Firebirds just waiting for that initial contact. Rico will be able to plant though.
Spike planted.
Plant is down.
Slumdank stays out of harm's way. Has the judge at the ready though. Raze will take out Happy Samoyed.
Few picks go down, and it is a
Last player
2v4.
standing.
Scratch that 1v4.
That's a tough situation for Kayleoff to be in there.
It's just that pacing that the Vikings have that's just really good for them. Either doing that slow play, doing the fast play. It's just great tempo.
And you know that's tough to lose right there. The round right after you call a timeout.
But they do have guns this time around. So hopefully this will go a little bit better, but they lose this and it's going to be extremely tough to get back.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those riskier rounds to full buy on.
But if they can get out of it alive, it's going to be really good for them. And looks like ults are pretty much even. We are looking at a Viper and a Raze ult for the Firebirds and a Brimstone and Killjoy ultimate for the Vikings as they push to B.
Toxins going up.
3 going B long.
Get 'em.
The grenades are going to come out real quick by the Raze, I'm guessing.
Grenade.
Fairly soon. Grenades on both sides.
We'll see the opposing Brimstone use the ultimate to try and create that space. Crowdic will get Slick Vic. Raze will get Coney. Happy Samoyed able to get Raze back, but oh my gosh, trade after trade. Firebirds now in a 2v3. It's left up to Cryotic and Kayleoff.
Really sticky situation, but they take the teleport out. Firebirds are going to have to rotate over as quickly as they can.
Will be tough here. They will probably be able to plant Spike here. Firebirds looking for an answer here to 5 unanswered rounds.
And
Spike
Spike is
planted.
planted.
Where are you?
There goes the eye.
Mark one.
Last player standing.
Cryotic is
dear.
taken out there. Now it's Kayleoff once again left in a clutch situation. Starts off with a
Oh!
headshot.
That's a great start. But it doesn't look like there's going to be enough time. There has to be a miracle right now.
There's the
Yeah.
lineup. Combined with Killjoy just waiting there. Firebirds now down by 6 early.
And this is not a good position to be in.
No, it's not, especially on a map that you feel you've been working on so much. You know, the mental battle starts to come into question.
But hopefully the Firebirds can take a few rounds here. Then attack will be a little bit easier. Alright, we're heading to round 9. Now they're going to be a little bit more aggressive. Coney pushing up. And it looks like they're going to be 2 Firebirds that will be flanking.
Where are you? Toxin screen down.
Braddock with the Bucky right there.
Ooh,
And-
wow. Sneaky! And gets
Blank
the
will
pick.
get one.
Fire in the hole!
Ultimate is an effect for the opposing Rays.
Spike planted.
Does not work out there. Firebirds in a 2v4. 1v4 now. It's going to be tough. Spike is planted. Not much the Firebirds can do here, except hope for a bit of a miracle.
Yeah, that's all we can hope for. There's
That's
one.
the start of it with Slumdank there. That's the end of it there with Rays, as the Firebirds are now down by 7, as the score is 1-8 in favor of the Augustana Vikings.
Wow, Vikings just have great synergy through and through. Timing just the same as what we've been saying every single round. But I think that time, having that flank was really helpful. If they had guns, it would have been a lot easier, and probably would have worked in their favor. So I hope that the Firebirds try that again. But this time, looks like the Vikings will be pushing B. Oh, and Coney takes out the Odin. Something you don't see every day.
Yeah, we'll see if that wallbang has any help here.
Bomb buddy out.
Coney's bomb bunny goes 8 long. Same with the grenades.
Firebirds just trying to slow that push down with the smokes and
I've
the
got
use
your
of the
trail.
molly. We will see Sky ultimate here. There's Coney now, just trying to wallbang, make sure that there's not much they can
Oh,
do, but
dear.
Slick Vic rushes through. Gets 2. Spike will be planted as the Firebirds
Spike
now playing for a very tough retake.
There's
Happy
one.
Samoyed gets it started though. Oh, but there you go. There's another. Happy Samoyed gets 2.
Uh-oh.
Teleport's ready.
Happy Samoyed, 7 bullets to play with.
Uh-oh.
Picks up another Vandal. Firebirds got to start acting soon. They just got to get aggressive.
Last
One
player
more left.
standing.
Kalioth, it's up to you. The swarm grenades aren't going to help. Might just be enough. It is.
Yeah.
Kalioth will have to back off of that as the Firebirds will go down 9-1.
Looks like they have a Larry as well. Same as us. That is gonna hurt.
Very tough there. Very, very tough there for the Firebirds. This is looking very not good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a tough one to come back from. I hope their mental's going a little bit stronger than mine is right now.
Kalioth going 10-7. Happy Smoid 6-9. Creatic 5-9. Slumdank 5-10. And Coney 2-10. And for the Vikings, Slick Vic goes 12-6. Lightskin goes 12-7. Monkey Man Sam 8-3. MS2 Dust 7-5. And Rika 6-7.
No pick there by Coney.
Bomb
Trying to
buddy
create some space, though, by putting the alarm bot at least down. Or the...
out. Grenade.
They smoke off Hookah, as well as Flowers, I believe. And the Firebirds begin their flank as we see Happy Samoyed and Kalioth starting to push. This may force them to teleport away.
Very.
Coney will get a pick on Slick Vic. Nice shot, though, by Rika on Coney to get the immediate trade. Kalioth there now.
Where are you?
Happy Samoyed taken out.
One enemy
There
remaining.
we
They've got
go.
control of the spike
Spike
now.
down,
And it's
B.
just one more to beat. Oh, if you're the Firebirds, you're wanting this. You gotta just stay patient, though. You have control of the bomb as well as knowing where that person is. Just gotta stay patient. They've given up access to Spike, though, which I think is very interesting.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, do you think they knew that it was there?
They had to have known.
20 seconds.
This doesn't allow them to rotate, though, so they will have to push on in through hookah.
10 seconds. There
And it
we
will
go.
be finished off by Cryotic there. Firebirds get their second. Now only down by 7.
Last round before the switch.
Yeah, there's the chance for it. There's the chance for the 9-3 curse.
Let's hope so.
Firebirds have to take this one here, though. Only one ultimate can be used in this round, and it's going to be Slick Vic's ultimate. And he activates it. So there will be an operator in play for the Vikings. Now, something interesting about the Vikings, interesting about this matchup, is that both Carthage and Augustana are in the CCIW conference together. That's the Collegiate Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin. So this is actually a rivalry that goes beyond just esports this season.
So always fun to play someone in the same conference.
Yeah, the winner of this is definitely going to have a solid first place lead going 4-0 based off the end of this matchup here.
Ooh, now this is very scary. Just to the left of Happy Samoyed. Oh, wow!
Coney gets the pick there. That's a good start. Cryotic will get traded away, but the Firebirds still have a numbers advantage. Kalioth gets 1.
Spike down A.
3-2 now.
We do have the numbers advantage, but
Spike
Not
should be able to
anything
be
can happen.
planted. Plant starts. Happy Samoyed starting to peek on in. Gets the
very
pick.
nice.
That's
One
going to slow the
enemy
plant
remaining.
down, and the Firebirds
two.
will get 3 on the defensive half at least.
Now let's hope this 9-3 curse actually works. First time didn't work out
It
so
got
well.
it close. Maybe we just didn't believe hard enough.
Oh, I believe.
I believe. Firebirds on attack now. Both teams have much more success on their attacking halves, so we'll see if the Firebirds can start to generate a nice little run like they did last time.
For sure. It looks like I think we're gonna go classics and few ghosts as well. One frenzy looks like. And as the Firebirds planning to go B side. Lining up for it. And all goes silent.
As the Firebirds get ready here. They're going to start and get aggressive. We already got Happy Samoyed starting to check out showers.
Very interesting that the Vikings...
Not Happy Samoyed, my apologies. The opposing chamber. I forgot we switched sides just now.
Grenade!
Coney pops the grenade in as the Firebirds begin their push on the B site.
It looks like all Vikings have pretty much rotated over.
Yeah, it's a tough 5v5 scenario to put yourself in. If you're the Firebirds, you think maybe we just rotate off this.
Oh, but it looks like the Vikings are rotating
No.
back.
Nice patience there by the Firebirds.
And then they
Kalioth
rotate
will get
again.
Slick Vic.
There.
So playing some mind games with the Vikings. Very nice.
Coney will get another. He'll get
Yes,
3.
two.
Grenade!
Firebirds have the spike down now.
Flawless.
And they'll get a
Very
flawless
nice.
victory there. As they get their 4th round.
That's a good start to the attacking round. And this time they're going to be buying, look like mostly Spectres.
See some Spectres, maybe a Bulldog, maybe a Stinger. We're
Oh!
already seeing the timeout being called by the Vikings here. You know, very early timeout. What are your thoughts on this one?
I think it's just not to have that repeat of what happened on Ascent. Like, it's just a huge deja vu match. You know, like what you said before. I think just shutting them down early, shutting them down quick is what the Vikings are going to want to do. But I think this timeout could be beneficial to us as well. Just trying to, be like, okay, we're doing this. We're gonna
Right.
make sure we execute it every single time. We still have a chance. We still have a chance to take this home, but it's gonna be really tough. 5 rounds in a row just to tie it up.
Yeah.
It's a crazy feat. It has been done, but
It has been done last map.
so hopefully they can do it again. And I'm looking forward to it. How about you?
I think it'll be a great time overall. I mean, overall, every bit of gameplay we've seen tonight has been very fun to watch, especially as a lower level viewer, just to watch these higher ranked players duke it out right here. The battle of the undefeated teams. Firebirds hopefully also got to utilize that timeout to their advantage. Hopefully it did what the Vikings wanted it to do as we get started here with round number 14.
And here comes a faster paced push.
And it will be halted by the use of a smoke as the Firebirds set up a chamber teleport, but they are able to take control of showers, but just by rushing it down. They've got all 5 players in showers right now. Kind of just wondering what to do, watching the angles.
They're just having a quick meeting. It doesn't.
Standoff here.
Yeah.
Standoff here.
I think the Firebirds were hoping that the
Bring
Vikings
them
think
down.
that they were rotating, but definitely not. Oh wow, that's 2.
Find you.
Down go 2 thanks to Cryotic there. Firebirds left in a tough 3v2 scenario though. 2v2.
Oh,
Tony with the
what?
great spray transfer there. We'll get another one for the Firebirds.
Throws a grenade in celebration to the teleporter. Love to see it. That, you know, it's gonna be annoying how many times I say that, but pacing, timing, tempo.
Yeah, it's
That's what this game is.
pacing, timing, and tempo. That was great use of it by the Firebirds there. I tell you what, that's never how it goes in my lobbies. You do not see that level of patience into such a quick execution
Yep.
of taking sight.
Now this is gonna be the tricky one. Vikings do have guns.
Firebirds look like they're going to default, just kind of looking for the information. So they've got the spike left by the trademark for chamber. No teams wanting to, no teams wanting to give an inch here.
Here.
Krytic message out that someone is there. Looks like they're gonna slowly be rotating towards A. We have 2 Firebirds in the showers. The rest of them going short.
I have the spike.
Kalioth grabs the spike. Firebirds do seem to start to be committing for that A push as the timer winds down here.
45 seconds left on the clock. They will find 3 Vikings there. Oh wow, Coney takes a lot of damage.
Craddock will get Slick Vic though. As the Firebirds still playing that patient game though, they're down to 30 seconds.
30
I'm not sure how
seconds left.
how viable a rotation is now.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna have to push it. Viper wall goes up. Wow!
Nice pick there by Slumdank. Spike will get planted.
Spike down A.
Wow!
Get another there with the grenade. 2 to beat. Rico will get Happy Samoyed in the process. Coney's got 3 health.
One enemy.
Wow!
There. Has another
Oh
grenade.
no!
Last player standing.
Wait, did that just explode through the wall?
Yeah, it got Coney. Craddock now waiting on Killjoy here.
Ooh. Oh no!
Very tough there as Killjoy is going to be able to get the defuse off in time. The Firebirds down by 5.
Clutch.
If that would have been
A second.
absolutely spectacular, the Firebirds would have clutched it there. But that's alright. Heading into round 16.
Got a full buy in effect for both teams, I believe. If I am not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe so. It looks like it's so far on the map. I love the little face that robot makes.
Woof it. No, I gotta look.
The little happy
face.
face.
There's a happy face?
There's a happy face on Coney's little
Dang
drone.
it, now I gotta look at it. Pull out the drone.
Let's see if Coney takes
Pull out
out
the
the
drone.
drone.
Pull out the
Drone.
drone. Pull out the drone. Pull out the drone. Hey!
Hey!
Wait, that's... Oh, there is a happy face!
Is it kind of cute?
Huh.
Learn something new every day.
You do. Firebirds starting to commit to this rotation. I mean, not rotation. This.
Whoa!
Oh, we got lineups. We got lineups.
Whoa!
Boys, baby. We got lineups. That's chaotic right there. Gonna create a one-way for the Firebirds to use to try and get on B side here.
50 seconds. This it's not looking good timing wise. Carthage takes out Slick Vic. Slick Vic was rotating around, doing a little bit of flanking action. Happy Samoy take out Rika.
Oh my gosh, another pick there on to MS2 Dust. Firebirds in a 5v2 scenario. They should be able to get away with this round somehow. Killjoy in hookah is the only one left to worry about. And there's the pick by Chaotic.
Very nice.
Very nicely done there by the Firebirds as Chaotic gets 3.
Yeah, that was just waiting for pick after pick after pick. Just working it nice and slow.
Firebirds now only down by 4. Slowly but surely, that is the comeback that's starting to be surmounted here. You know, Chaotic inching closer and closer to that top frag spot. Just behind Kalioth there. 14 and 12, 15 and 9. Very balanced KDs by the Firebirds right here, as well as for the Vikings. Vikings have just had a bit more success on objectives.
It's a great, solid match.
Firebirds spreading out between B long, hookah, and A short. Just waiting for that first peek by anyone.
Yeah, they're gonna be playing the slow game, trying to do a little bit of mind games.
Bring them
Here
down.
comes a wolf. Finds one.
I'll find you.
Firebirds are now starting their push. They take care of the Killjoy sentry turret. And they might actually rotate off of this now.
Yep, looks like it.
We will see the chamber ultimate being used. Chaotic will use their ultimate to try and get on site.
Kalioth quickly rotates over by using the teleporter.
Oh, but tough there as Slumneck will go down from the hands of Reyes. Everyone's fighting in smoke, so no one knows exactly what they're shooting at.
Just running and gunning.
Happy Samoyed will rotate away.
Wow!
They will use the spike and they're going to find an empty site. Very good management of time here by the Firebirds. As they're going to get the spike down and get a pick on Killjoy in the process. They should have great control of site for the end of this round.
Mm-hmm. All the Vikings are in one spot.
One enemy
Wow.
Is able to get another. Now a 1v2 scenario. MS2 Dust will be the one to do it though for the Vikings.
And-
Very low health. 1 bullet left.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it has been secured by the Firebirds. Just trying to get that pick out and make the eco a little bit better. But he'll
Absolutely
be running
there.
through defender spawn.
Wonderful job there by the Firebirds. Keeping themselves alive.
Mm-hmm.
Now only down by 3. Deja vu once again I'm seeing.
I'm hoping Deja Vu would change just a little bit so we
Just a little bit.
just a little bit so we don't have the ending that we did before, but we'll see what happens. We have 2 ultimates at the ready while the Vikings have 3. And almost 4 as this guy needs 1 more.
Here we go. We're getting started here. Firebirds looking for a push on B
You
site.
want to play? Let's play.
Happy Samoyed will use the chamber ultimate and peek down B long. No one is waiting for him though. Slick Vic starting to realize that no one's at A site. Might be time to rotate.
looks like Chamber wants to flank
Oh,
around.
was that lineup still set? Perfectly by Kalia. Even while being hit with the grenade.
One minute remaining.
Firebirds here looking for the plant still, as they've not actually taken sight. They're still waiting for their chance. I think we'll know if they're committing to this the moment they throw it on the Viper wall.
Mm-hmm. But it looks like they're gonna. A few of them are gonna start a rotation over.
We'll see Coney running into Slickvic immediately. It's gonna be tough.
Oh.
Missed headshot though by Slickvic is gonna
Very
lead to a
nice.
kill by Coney.
Oh, but it looks like the Killjoy ultimate was wasted on B site.
It does seem
Oh
like...
30
no.
seconds left.
Ooh, no pick there.
Whoa.
Nice stuff there though by Happy Samoyed to get a nice kill with the operator.
Grenade.
Grenades are out.
Firebirds will get the plant.
Spike
And
planted.
it is stuck. 5v3.
5v2 now with Happy Samoyed getting another pick with the operator. This does put Slumdank and Kaleoth both in good positions to do lineups.
Only finds one.
One to beat now.
There.
Coming from Lamps.
Oh wow.
And there it is the Firebirds bringing it within 2 now.
Slumdank did not want to risk anything. He's just like, you know what? No. I'm gonna use that.
Great job by Slumdank there. Firebirds surmounting that comeback like they did on map number 1. They're hoping for a different outcome this time.
And look at that econ right there. Amazing. Kaleoth going 16 and 10. Coney 15 14. Cryotic 14 12. Happy Samoyed 14 13. Slumdank 7 13. Got the Rays at 15 15. MS2 Dust 13 12. Slickvic 13 14. And Monkey Man Sam 11 10. And Rika at 9 and 15. But wow, with 13 assists. That's crazy. Oh, but wow, this time it looks like the Vikings pushed up a little bit.
Happy Samoyed did still get a pick out of it though.
Satchel out.
Flash goes out.
Spike
Slick
down
Vic will
A.
get Cryotic and Coney though.
Have the spike.
The rotation begins. Firebirds doing what they can right now.
Last player
Oh,
Slumdank will be
dear.
taken out. It's gonna be Kaleoth versus 4, and just can't quite pull it off. Man, it feels like every time the Firebirds are just starting to get like a nice bit of momentum going. They are
Yep.
shut down.
I think the real big thing was just that big shutdown on B Long. That was really well played, having 3 of them there. But Firebirds still have a lot of eco to spend. They can full buy
There.
here, but same with the Vikings. So this is gonna be tough. They need 3 great rounds just to tie.
Yeah, the Vikings are now 2 rounds away though from going undefeated through week number 4.
So scary position, but just don't think of the pressure. Okay, this time it looks like the Vikings are going to be pushing up a little bit into showers.
Smoke's down.
We'll see the Fade ultimate being used here by Kaleoth.
Satchel out.
Oh dear.
Coney tries to get some space, ultimately taken out by the Swarm Grenade. Firebirds get some sight. Will be able to plant.
And the plant is good, but it's 3v4.
Tough overall for the Firebirds, especially if you run right into a rifle there in the case of Rays.
Grenade.
Very
Go ahead
nice.
and pull it off.
Wow!
Gosh, and so is Happy
Last
Samoyed. It's a
player
1v1
standing.
scenario.
Critic does have... Oh.
Ooh.
Critic does have the lineups. Oh no! Oh!
Caught with the
Oh,
util
dear.
out there, not quite able to.
No one else could do this.
And it seems like the Firebirds will be set for an even larger match point comeback right now than they were on Ascent.
Yeah, let's pray. Let's hope everything will go
Match
well.
point.
8 and 12 so far. We go to match point round 21. And this time, I don't know if they're going to have enough money. We do have
The
a
timeout is called here by the captain, Slumdank. Time to rally the troops.
Yeah.
It's time to rally the troops here, you know. You pulled it off in last game. It looked rough then.
Yep.
Not arguable that it's looking rougher now. It's going
Yes.
to take everything they've got left in the tank and then some to pull off this next part. It's coming down to this 60 seconds right now. What can Slumdank say? What can Wes say? What can any of the Firebirds contribute to figure out what they need to do to pull them past this hurdle and get them to Icebox, which they have notoriously been wonderful on?
I have one piece of advice for them. Win. Just win.
You heard it
You
from
guys
Tony
got
here
it.
first. We got 15 seconds left on the timeout. Before we got another 18 seconds before the start of the round. Firebirds, Econ's not in the best spot.
Yeah.
I believe a few of them can still get rifles, but I don't think all of them can. It's all about playing safe, getting your picks. You gotta win your aim duels.
Yeah, let's see what it's like. Oh, it looks like we can,
Left on zero credits, but we can full buy.
yep. Tony will be doing, oh, there we go. There we got some full shields for them. There will be oh, they're tricking us. I thought there was going to be an Odin, that this guy on the Viking side was going to take, but doesn't look like it.
All right, if you're the Firebirds, this is where you start to step up. Starts here. Starts with getting that first pick. It starts with making sure you clear every angle as you go through this. We can't have a careless mistake be the reason you go down in this round.
Chamber flanking gets found out. Ooh.
Kalioth will get a trade there. Firebirds even in numbers. Slick Vic starts the flank.
But I think that
Slumdank's
chamber
about to run
trap-
into him. Can't get
Oh.
the pick though.
Spike down B.
Firebirds left in a tough 3v4 scenario.
There's...
Pick though by Kalioth.
I have
Now we've got Coney using the ultimate.
Oh,
Chamber able to
no.
teleport away. Isn't able to still
Whoa!
get the pick though. Bend but not break. That's the Firebirds motto right now.
Alright, just keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. 35 seconds left.
Firebirds don't realize
30
they have
seconds
complete
left.
control of B site right now.
Alright, they're gonna slowly push into it, being super careful. 20 seconds. Come on.
Take hold.
15 seconds.
The Firebirds start the plant process.
10
And
seconds left.
Spike is
planted.
down.
It's a tough duo to go against, though. That being Rika and I believe,
Sky, or Raze?
Raze?
Yeah, Raze and Sky.
One enemy remaining.
Rika gets the
enemy
first pick,
remaining.
traded away by Kalioth.
Satchel out.
Oh, and the Firebirds just can't quite pull it off there. As Raze will finish it up and clutch up for the Vikings. Great match overall. Great attempts by both sides.
Defenders win.
GG's. Who you got for MVP?
I'm so
For MVP.
I'm between two. I'm between Rika and their controller, who I believe was MS2 Dust. MS2 Dust had a lot more offhand plays that just didn't, they weren't highlighted in the kill feed, but I thought there were a lot of good smokes used throughout it that really helped them out. Actually, you want to give it to MS2 Dust?
Actually, I'm gonna give it to Slick Vic.
Slick Vic.
I think at the
Interesting.
ending, just super slippery to deal with. But for the Firebirds, we gotta go Kalioth. Just well done on that fade. It was just amazing, and happy Smoit as well. The whole team played great. I mean, Kratic with that amazing lineups, and same with Slumdank. It was just like it was a great team effort all around and just really tough opponents. I'm just very happy we got that chance.
Yeah.
To play against the Vikings is
At
really
most,
fun.
the Firebirds are going to get a lot of experience from this. We'll be back with, I think, a post-game interview in just a couple minutes, and that'll be Toner taking you away. So I'm saying goodnight to you, but we'll be back in just a few.
And we are back, Firebirds, and we got Coach West with us today for a special little interview. So today, what happened today? Like, this is the first time the Firebirds have either lost a match or map and the entire match. So what was the big thing that happened today?
Well, it's a learning curve here. So, I mean, I'm still new, so I take part of the blame, didn't have all the prep that we could have. Part of it, too, is the other team is really good at, like, kind of hiding their stuff, so they didn't really give us a lot to look into before the match. But overall, I think that there's a lot to take away from this. What happened? Well, aggression, right? We don't know how to handle the aggression, so they came out on top early on. You saw that, I'm sure, both
Yeah.
maps, and that's one thing I'm proud of is that we brought it back in the second half a lot of the time. So part of it, what happened, our defense could definitely use work, but also just I think we were getting too used to people playing into our pace,
Yeah.
and so when it came to them setting the pace with their attacks, we didn't know how to handle that.
Yeah, for sure. And we saw that. And I think we were saying that throughout the streams that big pacing thing where either they slow down or do those big aggressive pushes, that was huge. And so another thing I'd like to ask is what are some positives that we're going to take away from today, or at least the team will take away today?
A lot of positives. For one, it's always a positive thing to learn, right?
Mhm.
And you don't learn when you're doing well. You don't look back at a test you got a 90% on and look at that 10% you get wrong.
Yeah.
Most people don't. Some people. I don't. And so I think that's the positive here is that I'd rather have the loss now than the loss in playoffs.
For sure.
And then it's over. So that's a positive. The other positive is that I think that some leadership was developed in this game. So like Chris, typically I think Sterling as a controller with the smokes and everything, it made sense for him to make a lot of the standard calls of let's go to the site, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that when it came down to it, Chris was the one who just took the initiative more today.
Okay.
And was the one where you saw in our attacks we started to do better. It came back of Chris taking the mantle, let's say, and was able to make some calls. And he took the advice I gave to with our break, where I was like, okay, we're on attack now. We get to dictate the pace just like they did to us.
For sure.
And that's where we started to see some of the changes of coming in, and we really threw them off, I think, on some rounds by playing time and then teleporting, for example.
Yeah.
I saw that a couple times. So that came down to us taking advantage of what we know we can do, which is we can dictate that pace on attack. So we played that side really well. Again, on the defense, that's somewhere we're going to take some looks back at and think about what can we do. I think a lot of it might have came down to positioning and understanding where their utility is going to be used against us and how do we counter that. Because I think that really, a lot of players felt isolated.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, positives. Some leadership stepped up, team play. It had positives and negatives, but I think overall some good positives. But yeah, I don't know, not much else to say.
For sure, yeah. So what are some things that we're looking for next week? Is there any big things you're looking forward to and changing, just besides like defense alone? Any new strats looking forward to? Or
I mean, this is college, right? And these kids have classes, so we're still going to keep our same schedule. We're not going to add anything in. So, you know, their time on their own. If they want to play more, that's great. But as far as I'm looking at it, we take every week at 1 week at a time. This week, you know, we lost, but I don't plan on making it a habit, but I also don't plan on making it a big emphasis either of like, you know, we're just going to keep doing what we do, right?
For sure.
No big changes. I mean, the main thing is we're all learning. I'm learning. I'm a new coach, and they're still learning to play together and how to fit everyone in the lineup and what people do best and what maps. And, you know, Ascent, for example, was a map that we came into the season with no real idea. A lot of them were saying that's our worst map. So I took that as a point of emphasis of we're gonna get better at that then.
yeah,
That's a map we can improve on. And we went to overtime. We lost, but we went to overtime with them.
it was amazing to see.
And we were down. So I mean, that's another thing I was proud of. Actually, I forgot to say is our mental is coming back from being down 9-3. It's pretty good. It's something you want to know that you're capable of, and I think at least they showed themselves that they're able to overcome some of those barricades when you're down. But overall, yeah, we're not changing too much. We're just going to keep learning.
For sure. Great. I can't wait to see you next week. All right, that'll be it for us tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back on Wednesday for League of Legends. Hope you'll tune in for next week as we come back for Valorant. Have a good night, everyone.